Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Jello World. How are you? Oh, right off the bat, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Dr. J. Hey, how are you? Hey, animal lover, how are you? How you feeling today? I hope you're doing all right. How's everything going? How is schooling and all that good stuff? I'm good. You okay? That's better than I'm all right. Well, no, okay and all right are the same, but okay is better than not so good. So I'm glad we've upgraded to okay. Yes. Yes, considering all, that's a beautiful thing to hear. I hope you guys are doing well. I need to first foremost check to see if I'm buffering. Hey, Life with Nicole Marie, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. My mom's urn came in already. I'm a little bit happy now. Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad to know that. Hey, the Miss Yo-Yo Show. We have a member. We have a member. And it's the Miss Yo-Yo Show. That's the way I feel like you would do it, just like this. You're in the bushes. Okay, well, welcome. Hello, bushes. How are you? Let's see. Did you see Annabelle's revenge video? No. I didn't, Life with Nicole Marie. Let me tell you, lately I've been just taking a nap. As soon as I land, I just go, I don't know. I'm just tired. Oh, look, I'm not bad. I'm not buffering. That's a good thing. So let me tell you how I'm doing a memorial room for her. Oh, okay. So wait, when you say to earn, so that means that you get to keep her. Okay. That's that. I guess that's all right. And that's all right, I guess, right? I guess everything turns out a little right, even when they went a little left, right? She called us out for the pineapple video. What? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check her out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never stepped foot on Annabelle's channel. You know what I'm saying? How she gonna do a revenge? And I ain't never even stepped foot, not even a big toe, just to say, hi, Annabelle. I said Annabelle. I mean, I ain't never I definitely would have to see it. I'm gonna check that out. Life with Nicole Marie. We split her ashes between my brother, sister, and me. Okay. All right. That's good. I think she would be all right with that. You know what I'm saying? That you guys, instead of saying, no, I want everything for me, you all said, all right, fine. Let's all at least be cordial enough to say, okay, we'll have a little bit of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. That's cool. I just hope that she really got a chance to, understand what you were saying to her. And I believe she did. If they read everything to her or if she heard your voice, even if she wasn't able to hear, you always hear. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that worked out. I know, right? Life of Nicole Marie. I'm over here sitting all innocent and whatnot. I was like, I'm gonna retire from doing challenges so my esophagus could heal. Because before I was just like, wait, it's either I'm drinking too many limes, too much acidity, or I'm eating too fast. And my throat is not used to that. So I was like, I'm gonna fall back. Hey, Pam Money, what's going on? Welcome. So let me tell you guys how my day went. So I woke up this morning, I went to work. Work was good. It was very even and calm. I had a lot to think about today. I was thinking about a lot of things today. Just about myself, nothing really. But I was thinking a whole lot about things. Um, and that consumed most of my day. So I really wasn't on, I really didn't post a lot today. YouTube, even still, YouTube was very quiet today, very quiet. There was not really many people live at all. So like I had to deal with myself. Um, and so that was cool. I pretty much did that. Me and my coworker, we were bickering at behind each other and with each other. Like at one point, I was sitting there saying to myself, I can't believe we were just bickering back and forth about somebody's name, whether it's a unisex name or not. Yes, y'all. We were going back and forth for like a good half an hour, back and forth, and I could just laugh. All I could say was laugh. All I could do was just laugh to myself, like, you really are more than just coworkers when you could just bicker about something so simple and still laugh in between the bickeration. You know what I'm saying? So like that was really cool. Um, and so I left work and I took a nap. I woke up and let me tell you, right? So somebody bought us lunch again today. And I usually take it to my family, but nobody was around. So I was like, all right, bet I'll take it to my new friend, the one that I always drive by. And I was like, I was hoping and praying that he would be there. Now, in route between seeing him, I saw another person that I usually see every day. And I don't know, but for some reason, this person I didn't feel urged to do. And I was like, I bet you I should have just given it to them. I'll tell you why. So when I got up to the guy that, I've been trying to at least be cordial to, and I offered him the food. Now, mind you, I didn't open the package. And when we get lunch now, we get lunch individually wrapped. But y'all already know I said not till 2022 before I eat a thing. So he said, no, I'm all right. He was like, no, I'm all right. Somebody just gave me something a little while ago. I'm good. I was like, you sure you don't want to? Y'all, it's about 5 pounds of food that was in my hand and it was still hot. It's some Italian food. It was like penne pasta or something like that. I didn't even open it up because I knew that inside was naked bread. Like they didn't wrap the bread, they just threw it in the bag. So, which means like they probably put it in a bag and they had the individual fork in there and, the container of food. And now it wasn't just a little bit of food. It was like I said, about 5 pounds of food. So when I lifted it up and I was trying to go out the car and I was at the traffic light and it was red right where he was sitting at the bus stop. He's like, no, I'm all right. I was like, you sure? And at first I was like, well, dang, he don't even want the food I want to give him. But what I do notice about my friend is I never, ever, ever see him asking anybody for anything. Never, ever does he have his hand out saying, can you please? I'm hungry or I'm thirsty. Never. How many of you have ever met a homeless person that never asks for a thing? At least whenever you see them, and I see him quite often, I never see him asking for anything. So I was like, okay. And I was like, well, what am I going to do with this food? Because I was like, well, secretly, maybe I can open it. I was like, no, 2022 joy. And I was like, well, who can I give this to? So then right next door to me is a dry cleaner. And so I was like, well, maybe they'll get it. Like we've known each other for a little bit. So I was like, hey, would you like some food? Right. As it's unopened, I didn't touch it, nothing like that. She was like, yeah, I'll take it. I was like, for real? I was kind of surprised because I was like, Okay. She's like, yeah, I'll take it. I was like, all right. So maybe the true person it was meant to be for was my neighbor. Anyway, I'm sure that food was good, but I had to tell you guys that story about a homeless person who doesn't ask for anything and that turns down food. I was just like, whatever. Like I'm not upset, but I was just like, that makes me appreciate him and like look up to him even more. Cuz you would think somebody who's on the streets year round, y'all, bitter winter cold, desert like summer, and he's still there. Same coat on all year round. Whether it be 100 degrees outside, he's still in his coat. 0 below, still in his coat. It don't ask nobody for nothing. I never see him asking anybody for anything. I never see him, bothering anybody, just, doing this, that. I never see that. I guess that's another reason why we should believe our needs will always be provided for. No matter where you are and what you are, and where you are in life and what stage you're in life, your needs will always be provided, even when you don't have as much as someone else. Because he knows that his needs will be provided for, he was okay with turning down a plate of food. Quite frankly, he was like, He seemed like I don't have no room to be getting all no extra stuff. He's like, nah, I'm all right. I was like, okay, that's amazing. And yet, some of us who have our needs provided for and surplus still beg emotionally, verbally, physically, monetarily. Hmm. That just made me think real quick. Hey Zero, what's going on? Hey Q and Nene. Y'all don't mind me. I don't be looking at the chat sometimes. And the few of you that are here, you already know I don't be looking. Hey James, how are you? Hey Texas, long time no see, friend. How are you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I know I left a comment on your video a couple months back, just checking up on you. I hope you saw that. Octavia. Hey Octavia. This man don't sleep in no car either. He don't sleep in no car. I know you're not putting a car in there for like whatever. I guess that means you're driving. I don't know. But like he's always either on one side of the street or the other side of the street on one of the benches. He don't bother nobody. Like I said, I don't go out and scope him out all day to see what he does all day. But whenever I see him at any time of the day when I'm driving by, whether he be on one side or I never see him asking anybody for nothing. I never see him, excuse me, ma'am, sir. He don't have a cup out. He don't ever have a cup out. Meanwhile, the guy that I pass by often, like, on my way in, he's always got his cup out in between the cars trying to make some money. Again, two probably different people, whatever. And the guy that I see that I offered the food to, he's way older than the one that I see. You know what I'm saying? It's two different people. So tonight, we want to talk about the thief who becomes the buyer. Hey, J Dog. Hi, Perkins. What's going on? I'm just chilling, enjoying my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get into the topic, let me get my cake really quickly. We have to sing a solo. Oh, I don't need a cake. Happy birthday, Zero. It's your birthday, Zero. Happy birthday, Zero. To the infinity and beyond. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Zero. Zero. Happy birthday. Yes. So, my name is Joy Whitney Vandross, and I'm out. I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday, and I hope that this year brings you so much of anticipated things coming to reality for you, Zero, and that you will continuously grow in wisdom, knowledge, and love. And I hope that you are happy after that one of a kind solo that no one ever will repeat ever again. And I will never be able to sing it quite the same. So you got something exclusive today. Yes. So anyway, the thief becomes the buyer. Y'all, I was like, what am I going to talk about tonight? And I was driving and I said, oh, the thief becomes a buyer. What I mean by that is after you have stolen, not necessarily literally stolen, but after you've taken some things, you have to somehow catch up. And a thief who's always taking, after a while can take no more. And the desires that they've been trying to take is not quenched, it's not fulfilled. And then you have to pay for. You got to pay for all of the things that you've been stealing. You've been stealing people's happiness. You've been stealing your own happiness. You've been stealing and trying to get ahead. You've been berating people. You've been doing things to people. And all of a sudden, that quench is no longer a quenchable. It's an itch. It's an itch that can't be itched. And then you start after paying for all of the things that you've done. Remember, we talked about yesterday reaping what you sow? Oh, and guess what, thief? When you have to start buying, it's at a cost that you can no longer afford and you can't steal anymore because all of your stealing cards are up. Now you got to buy your way into happiness. You got to buy your way into people's lives. You got to buy your way into just about everything. And you got no money. You've got no more dignity. You got no more pride. Because your pride is through the roof, right? Where you're so much higher than your pride that no one can ever reach you. Even your pride is sick of you. Imagine that, your own pride being sick of you. And then you just got to try to buy your way back into your own self. Believing the lie that you've been telling yourself, stealing all of the things that you've been thinking that was part of who you are when you're not. You steal people's personalities. Hmm. When there's no genuine bone in your body, that's when it becomes expensive. Because now you got to convince your own self of how to buy your own personality back. It's almost in essence like nobody even wants you. Not, you're not even worthy to be around anymore. Like even your personality's sick of you. How you that? How you that vile that even your own personality don't want you no more? Have you been that lost in the sauce? Have you become the thief and now you need to buy your way into life? I would not want to be a buyer. Because usually when you're a buyer, you have to continuously buy something in order to consume a little piece of, okay, I can breathe again. No, I think that's worse than being an addict. Okay, maybe I'm going a little far. I don't know. Maybe it's just as bad as being an addict. Never ever become on the side of needing to be the buyer. Because after you've been thieving for so long, been so long since you've known yourself, my dear. And again, your pride is so high, it's sick of you, and you don't even know how to find ways to humble yourself. And all of the things that have been trying to humble you, you're just been like, wow, no, I've been stealing so long, you don't even know what's right, wrong, or indifferent. Hey, Rico, what's going on? Hey, Ray. Hey, Divine. There's many reasons, and people choose sometimes to steal, but at what cost? Never let it go that far where you have to now be the buyer. How many of us know people who not even their own personality want to be with them? You ever see a person that just is so outlandish that you're just like, well, dang, like, well, it's not even convincing anymore. You know those kind of thieves? Is you're not even convinced anymore. Like they say, I didn't take any. God, what part of the sentence was not the lie? Like you just become like a habitual liar, so that you have to become a habitual buyer. I think it's kind of horrid to know that there are people out there who've gone that far that they don't even realize that the joke is on you. And now you have to spend more time trying to convince other people that you've been changed. Well, really, you don't even know if you changed. You just attached yourself to someone else's personality and it still don't work. Be yourself, I guess. That's another thing. Using that sentence like that, be yourself. How could you tell somebody to be themselves if they never even had an introduction to who they were? You can't. You gotta gently turn them in. Maybe you gotta knock them over the head with some love. Be like, I'm gonna show you what you've been missing. And that way I can introduce myself to who you really are. And maybe I might like you. Maybe you might like you. I don't know. But that's where the party will be. And you no longer have to buy a thing because you will naturally profit off of all of the beautiful things that are in your soul. If it don't make dollars, it's not going to make no sense. It's literally that way. You can't make a dollar without a penny. And if you don't even own a penny of your own personality, you can't profit off of anything because you continuously steal, 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 steal. How about this, y'all? Have you ever met a person that you were convinced they were truly themselves? And then when you met the originator, you're like, well, dang, well, who's the originator? But then you notice how it kind of fall off a little differently and better or convincing with the actual originator. Because eventually you understand human nature can authenticate itself. Yes. Human nature will authenticate itself. I like to use this quick little story. It's in the Bible, and I only remember it because, I grew up in church, if you guys never knew that. So, remember the story about the judge and the two mothers. Both of them had babies on the same day. One of the babies died because the mother crushed him while she was sleeping. I guess she was like out and rolled over her son or daughter or whatever it was. So now this mother switches her dead baby with the live baby. Wakes up, tries to be the mama. The real mama wakes up like, my baby's gone. But dang, this don't even look like what it ain't my baby. You stole my baby. Let's go to court. So the judge says, enough. I don't know who the mother is. The umbilical cords they didn't have that type, they didn't have the technology. Shoot, and I'm pretty sure the baby didn't look like nobody right then, fresh out. So he said, fine, I will split the baby in half and you can both have it. The mother, who was not the authentic mother, was like, fine. The real mother said, nah, just let her have the baby. Then he said, nope, I know who the baby's mother is. It's you. Because the real mother would rather see their child alive than dead. Get out, you fake mama. So when two people are side by side, one is the originator, one is the, what is it called? I guess the muse or what? I don't know. The faker. Let's just say that because I can't think of the word right now. It was in my head, but I can't think of it. The originator always will stick out and be able to be told, like, yeah, you're the one that came up with that versus the one that isn't. You can't fake your way out. You can't thieve your way into stuff either. You can't thieve your way into originality. It only flies for 5 minutes or less. Then everybody's going to be looking at you like, dang, did you really think that your coins or stealing that stuff was going to create anything? Now you got to buy your way out of the lie. I don't think they ever told you what happened after that, mother, or maybe I forgot that part of the story. How do you think that mother must have walked away? Everybody in court, and the word travels fast. So the whole community probably knew this heifer tried to kill somebody's baby. Now she got to buy her way back into reality of like, I'm not a killer. I mean, it was an accident. I was mourning my child so much. I just wanted a baby. Instead of being authentic and mourning and having the whole community mourn with you, over the simple fact that you accidentally killed your kid. It happens, man. Come on, y'all. It wasn't no cribs back then. You know what I'm saying? Like plenty of people slept with their kids in the same bed. Accidents happen. Well, who knows? Maybe the baby passed away in night at the while sleeping. Maybe the baby passed away while sleeping. We don't know. She could have actually just did everything she could have as a brand new mother and not actually smothered her child. We just don't know. We weren't there, so we don't know the true answer. Just like we don't know how that courtroom must have looked like. Anyway, if she was just authentic and not thieving her way into a relationship with someone else's child, a relationship to convince the judge and everyone else that she was the true mother. You see how that works? Now she has to buy her way back into some type of respect. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how that story ended. But I'm pretty sure if we were that we were in that community and we were like, yo, you over here killing babies, and then you don't mind killing somebody else's child. Like, dang, yo, you wicked, mom. It's the same thing with everything else that happens in our world today. Not might not necessarily literally be about death, but it's about different things. Be authentic so you don't have to buy your way into some type of reality because it costs too much. Some things you can never ever pay for, some things you can never ever recover from publicly. You might just have to relocate to another region where nobody knows who you are, and hopefully your story doesn't follow you. Because you know it's that stench. You know how we talk about that poo-poo stench? If you don't cut that poo-poo stench, regardless of where you go, it's gonna follow you. So cut yourself out of thievery and start being genuinely you. You remember, guys? I had the owner of the Authentically Me. Yeah, she was here on Hello World and selling her clothing is called Authentically Me. Embrace who you are. That's this whole thing. That's what this whole thing is about. Embrace who you are so you don't have to buy who you can be. Mm. Because if you embrace who you are, who you can be will be genuine and it will flow. And it won't cost you as much. Trial and error, yeah, we always mess up here and there. And then even your own self won't be sick of yourself. You know, your soul, I think your soul will be like, ilk, I don't want to even be in this body anymore. I can't stand looking at you because your brain is getting in the way of my activity. I can't. I just don't want to move on. I can't. What up, deep family? Hey, Zaya. Hey, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Angel's Army. I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't looking at the chat really. Hey, Zaya, D family. Cut the tail. Yes. Hey, fine as wine. How are you? They're no longer holding my comments. Oh, yeah, I noticed. I see. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't be looking at the chat. And I'm not doing it on purpose, but I just get thrown off very easily. I feel like sometimes I just can't. I can't stop. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. I guess that's the whole thing. Anybody that may be new, I'm not ignoring you. I just, I don't know. So yeah, it's time to stop being a thief. Because usually, here's what happens with real thieves. Like, right, let's use the literal meaning of a thief. Okay, a thief gets caught. So they already don't have any money. Now they go to jail. They can't bond themselves out, bail themselves out, ask for help because people are like, "Ah, you've been a thief, you've been stealing from me, and I've bailed you out on a couple occasions, and you know, so you don't have that." So now you have to sit in jail for however long in order for the judge to let you out and say, well, I can't let you out until you pay back what you used at the jail: toothbrush, toothpaste, food, bed. Y'all, I didn't know that inmates had to pay for their stay. And I found out because I used to be heavy watching Lockup and all that stuff, and jail and lockup. And so one episode, the guy was like, "Man, I don't care. I got a bill for days." He was like, "The jail, how dare they? I ain't even working. And they want me to pay them like 60 something dollars a day to be here." Crooked. Y'all know that? Did you know that? That you still have to pay for the nights that you stay in jail. Did y'all know that? So we're paying and they're paying. I guess that's why privatized gyms. I guess that's why privatized jails are such high stock to have and to invest in. So when they tell you that they like to lock people up, that might be the reason. Somebody's making money, residual income. Y'all better learn, recognize. So now you have a record and you were honestly trying to get a job, but nobody wants to hire you because you have a record. So therefore you're no longer trustworthy because of a record, depending on what it is. They never even know what your record consists of, but just the simple fact that you said yes to a conviction. Now they're like, "Oh, we don't want you at our job." Because if you cause that much trouble to get arrested, then you might do the same here or even steal whatever liquid assets we have. So you owe the jail, you owe the bail's bondman, you owe the court, can't get a job. This is what I say you have to start buying back. Now you've become the buyer and it costs too much. So don't be a thief. Understand? Put that in, insert it in every single part of your life where you may be cutting corners or where you may be robbing something. Remember, you can't afford to buy it back. And if anything is the most costly thing, it's time. Time. None of us can afford time because it's gone. You can't pay for it. You can't, you can't negotiate it back. It's gone. So now you've thieved. You spent all that time in jail. Even if it's a day, it's still too long. You messed up your life. Now you got to buy back. You got to catch up. You're going to be playing catch up. That's why if you have children or little ones, even start them, get them a piggy bank, get them used to putting money away. Start teaching them to put money away from infancy if you can. I don't care. Shoot, get a plastic piggy bank and be like, yeah, this is a dime. I'm teaching them math. This is a penny. You love pennies too. 25 cents plus 1 cent is 26 cents. That means you up on 26 cents. Boo. Or you have a whole dollar, 4 quarters made a dollar. Stick that in your piggy bank. Teach them kids now. 35, 33 minutes. We got to go. Teach kids loyalty, honesty, respect. Have some dignity. Teach them that so that they have a better chance at less likely being a thief and trying to buy them way themselves back into life. You guys are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. Even if you may have been a thief at some point in your life, whatever area it may fall into that pocket, whether it be literally or figuratively, you're still beautiful. You're still amazing. You still have a lot of things you can contribute, but you gotta correct those errors. before it's too late, before it becomes too costly and you can't pay. The reason why is because whatever you have to do or say or contribute is going to help the next human or even yourself. So don't give up. You're not a lost cause. None of us is a lost cause unless we say we want to be a lost cause. Unless we're like to the point where your soul don't even want to have nothing to do with you. Mm, that's bad. So are you, Joy. What? Hey, crafty plans. What's going on? Welcome to Hello World. I'm wrapping it up. And if you ever want to get to know anything more about my company or a little bit more about me, go to BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. We got books. They're all original quotes. We have hoodies. They glow. We have socks. Ouch. We have onesies. Everything. A little bit of everything. Support the business, support the brand, and I guarantee you it will help support you in some kind of way. You can catch me here every single night between 7 and 9, and we talk about everything and anything. Yesterday was deep too, so you can check that out too if you'd like. I would recommend you watch some of my videos if you need some comedic relief. Go ahead and check out some of the challenges, or if you need a little bit of inspiration that's a little shorter than this, go to the short videos. Check those out, binge watch them, spread them out, share them, all that good stuff. And I think that's about it. Let me see. Thank you, Jazz. Gotta love the pennies because they add up. Yes, they do, D family. I love pennies. Hey, Patty D. Oh, I'm about to be out. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Patty D. Oh, and Patty D, just so you know, I don't know if you were hiding in that chat from yesterday. I did forward my gift to you. So you better make sure you get it, okay? My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello World.